Mute. Oh. Oh, they could see us.
Hey, Gita?
Hold on. How do I make myself see? Hide self view?
You just turned it off on me.
How?
I don't know. As soon as you came on, it went off.
I can hear you,
Hold on.
Jen. Everybody else can hear you.
Oh, okay.
All right. I don't know where we are. Do you see me?
And now I can't see the video.
I can't see us either.
What happened?
Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom, Jennifer. Do start the video. Look, you see the start video on video? Yes. You hear, Jen? You see?
No. Oh, wait. Yeah, now I do.
I'm going to mute myself, okay? Do you see
Yeah, me
us?
too.
Do you see us?
I don't see you, but it says your name.
Okay. Okay. Or Jen, mute yourself because Andrew said everybody can. All right.
Okay.
I'll unmute. I'll mute it. Say hi to her. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, guys.
So funny.
But she didn't see me, Jade. No.
Mute.
Gina, can you see me? I can't hear you. This is so weird.
I can't see you, and can you see me?
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
I don't have my video on.
Hello, Debbie.
This is so weird. Let me try to put it on.
Okay.
Wait. There I am.
There you Hello, it's so nice to see you.
You too. I see.
Stuff in my face, so pardon me.
Okay.
He's eating. It's so funny.
funny.
This is funny. So everybody can hear us now, right?
Oh, I think so.
Well, the people.
Oh,
the
okay.
people
Hello to
can-
everybody else on here too. I'm
All right.
Okay,
All right.
I'll-
I'm get off.
I'll mute you. All right, bye, bye.
Okay. Bye. Nice to see you.
It was nice to see you too.
Is it this one? Can we wait? I'm head of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology department. I'm very pleased to welcome you all here today. This is our annual award ceremony, and I'm particularly delighted that we can actually do this in person, and we still have people who are able to participate from afar. So there are people on camera right there. Biochem faculty and staff are collectively enormously proud of all of our majors, our graduate students, and postdocs. And it has been a real pleasure for all of us to have played some part in your UMass success stories. I'll be handing over the proceedings shortly to Dr. Springer, who's our MC, but first, I have the honor of presenting an award established by a friend of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology department that is in my name, and it affords me the opportunity to acknowledge the excellent work of my faculty colleagues. So this year, I'm very pleased to present the Jennifer Normanley Award for Leadership and Innovation in Teaching to Professor Peter Chen. Peter joined the BMB department in 2010 and has manifested an unwavering commitment to the mission of a public university to train future generations of scientists. In addition to managing a widely recognized research program that includes graduate students, postdocs, and undergraduate students, he is a gifted instructor who brings his enthusiasm for scientific discovery into the classroom to great effect, as I'm sure many of you have experienced. He is also a versatile instructor and has taught broadly in the BMB curriculum. Peter has a long-standing commitment to infusing inclusivity and diversity into the research enterprise and has demonstrated leadership in the mentorship of his lab members, as well as in college programming to broaden participation of undergraduate students in research. He has been a member of the leadership team of the William Lee Science Impact Program, which we call LESIP for short. This is a summer undergraduate research program where students join the faculty research lab, work with a research team, and participate in professional development workshops. Peter is a member of the team that organizes and oversees the program, and he runs the computational biology workshop that introduces these scholars to bioinformatics methods, which are crucial for life sciences research. He has also taken the lead on our department's participation in the Howard Hughes Medical Institute Inclusive Excellence Project. This was a grant awarded to CNS in 2018 to literally transform the learning experience for life science students. Peter enthusiastically joined a faculty team from biology and microbiology to make this happen. The short version of this project is that students in first-year introbio labs isolate and characterize unique bacteriophage from soil samples taken around campus. Peter has developed and teaches the second course, the phage bioinformatics course, in which students learn computational biology techniques by annotating the genomes of the phages that they discovered. This is part of a national project, and the program here aims to have approximately 1,200 life science majors annually partake in this very valuable and engaging introduction to scientific research. Now, COVID has created some challenges for this team, but Peter and the other team members were resilient and resourceful, and the project is back on track to scale up to this 1,200 students next year. So BMB majors will benefit enormously from this project, and I am so appreciative of Peter's willingness to participate in such an important project. So in conclusion, Peter is a talented and innovative teacher, and I value his contributions to the department enormously. So I'm handing it over to our MC, Dr. Amos Mayer.
And welcome everyone, awardees and their speakers and your families and friends. This is our first in-person award ceremony in 2 years. So I brought Kleenex. It's up here. I will need it. I also wanted to acknowledge that we didn't have a lot of options in scheduling this event. So we are very regretful that we did manage to conflict with major religious observances of Easter, Passover, and Ramadan. To be recorded, but we are sorry, people who can't come, but at least we got the text of this. This has been a challenging couple of years, and the students were honored today. See, I'm going to start. The seniors and juniors have had a lot to learn about. They've had to pivot and adjust, as we all have, to what was the unthinkable. And while I'm not sure we're past the unthinkable yet, we are discovering how to get back to work, to interactions, and to celebrating responsibly. So this event is one of my favorite events every year. And this year I'm just especially proud of the students for not running away from what was really hard, but digging in and figuring it out in the face of challenge. So today what I'll do is I will read the awards, and then I will read the award name, and then someone is going to come up and speak on behalf of the awardees. For those of you who've been asked to speak, please do try to keep it short. I know some of you have already told me you can't stop saying enough about your students. But we don't have the Oscar band here for sitting down, so try to keep it concise. All right, and without further ado, the first award we're going to do is the Linda Sleepy Award. And this is funded by a previous member of the department, and it is for a student with high enthusiasm for participating in her research, in particular summer research. And our awardee this year is Emma Peterson. So I'm very happy to be here to recognize Emma. I've actually only known her since December 2021, because as many other students, she had the unfortunate experience of being here during COVID, which was very hard time to find a lab to work in. But I feel very lucky that she picked me. And so she's joined the lab to complete an honors thesis in academic year 2022. And it's been really delightful this last few months to have her in the group. And I'm really looking forward to working with you this summer. She is extremely curious, but she also has a lot of other interests besides lab work. She's an avid skier. She sings in an a cappella group. And she also works part-time in the Iowa's testing center. So for those of you who have gotten back your negative PCR test, you can thank Emma. She's also a member of ISTEP program, and this program is basically teaching her to speak German, technical German, and after she graduates, she's going to do an internship in a German lab. So she's jumped right into research. She's learned everything she needed to know, and she's a great lab member and truly dedicated to research and deserving of this award. Our next award is the Jessica Hayes Scholarship. And this scholarship is given by the family of Jessica Hayes, who was a BMB staff member. And it is intended to honor a student who has a record of high academic achievement and also bears the qualities of boldness in pursuing non-traditional challenges and a great breadth of interests. And our awardee fitting this year is Lauren Bailey. You may decide that I'm actually just the chair of the selection committee, but actually I have nothing to do with the selection. I just have fabulous students. So Lauren has worked in my lab since fall of 2020, and I would say that right now she's like the go-to person for just about everything in the lab. She's been involved in identifying CRISPR mutants. Hopefully you've all heard of CRISPR. If not, ask Lauren after this presentation. And so we're very excited about the work that she's doing. I think she's truly the type of person that the Hayes Award is meant for. She's pursued a diversity of interests and community projects starting in her high school years. And she came to UMass with a focus on conservation, and then she discovered that she actually really likes biochemical research. And so she's truly flourished in that. But she shows equal commitment and enthusiasm for environmental conservation. She's actually a TA in that program. And she's also working on an Indigenous cookbook. So she's interviewing people from Indigenous, I can't talk, from Indigenous groups, and she'll be putting together a cookbook with a variety of people working on that. I also can't thank her enough. I've been working on a project with high school teachers in the Amherst High School to do advanced lab procedures. And so she helped me run a workshop and also helped me with the teachers at Amherst High School. So she helped basically run this workshop for 12 teachers in March. She prepared all the reagents. She knew how to run all the equipment, which I don't actually do. So that was very important to me, and the workshop couldn't have happened without her. But importantly, she's also paying her way through UMass. And she is a electrical technician. So when she's not doing everything else that she does, she goes and pulls wires and tries not to electrocute herself during the class. So anyway, she's clearly multi-talented. She's a 4.0 GPA student, and I think BMB should be very proud to have her as a major. And the major thing I want her to recognize is how great she is. She's not just figured out herself.
Two previous BMB awardees, Carol and our Haggerty in the United States Congress, and they were part.
All right. So the next award is the BMB Award. And this award is given so that the BMB department can recognize the top biochemistry major. We can never find a top biochemistry major, but it is a biochemistry major who has shown academic excellence and in research in biochemistry. And we always have so many excellent candidates that it is a rather contentious discussion to try and narrow it down. This year the committee has selected 3 excellent awardees. The first of these is Fabienne Soy-Payet.
Here today, but we are recording this, and so we are going to have his PI embarrass him anyway. Dr. Elizabeth.
I told you really, I'm not on the social media. And I do just have great students. So I was really happy to nominate Fabian for the Henry Little Award. He's worked in my lab group since spring of 2021. And he's an unusual student. He came to UMass with considerable research experience and a very strong background in biochemistry. He actually completed high school in Germany, and because of the difference in timing of the academic year between Germany and coming to UMass, he actually spent gap time at Leibniz University doing research. So he's graduating in 3 years, and he'll be completing his honors thesis this May. So he really operates at the level, has always operated at the level of a first-year graduate student. And it's not surprising that next year he's going to Harvard to get his PhD. So he dives into the science primary literature, assembles what he needs for experiments, and he perseveres to get results. And he's made really exciting progress in our group, understanding the role of small check proteins in plant organelles. And I'm really sorry to see him graduate. Yes.
So our next awardee is Logan Carter. So investigator Peg Riley could not be here, but she has deputized Happy Beauregard to speak on her behalf.
Hello, I'm not Dr. Riley, though I wish I was sometimes. So yeah, on Dr. Riley's behalf, I'm going to say a little bit about Logan. So if Dr. Riley was here today, I think she would say, you know, Logan's a fantastic researcher, and she would go on and on about his great research in global health and in stopping antibiotic resistance in agriculture. She would speak about how much Logan cares for people, how he's an extraordinary leader, how he's well-read and well-spoken, sometimes maybe a little too well-spoken at the end of lab meetings when it's beautiful, we all want to go outside and say, does anybody else have any other comments? And Logan, that Jill always does. So yeah, Dr. Riley would go on and on. She would say all these amazing things about Logan. And in my experience, not being Dr. Riley, being Happy Beauregard, I've known Logan for about 4 years. And I think if you know Logan, you know just that he puts 110% into absolutely everything he does, whether it's playing the bassoon, a classical quartet piece, he has a new concert every week, whether it's preparing a citric acid buffer in our lab, or whether it's staying up late at night to help a fellow classmate understand the signaling pathway. And it's this extra effort and this extra passion that makes Logan an outstanding scholar, which is why he's receiving this award, an outstanding researcher, which is why he's receiving this award, and really just an incredibly exceptional person. So I would like to congratulate my classmate, my lab mate, but most importantly, it's my friend, Logan.
Right. And our third kind of little awardee is Maya Day. So what I think we're gonna do is we'll give you another shot when she gets it. She is just finishing up class and running through this. So we'll give her a chance to come back and do that. So the next set of awards is our Leading Strand Award. And the Leading Strand Award is one that the Biochemistry department gives for a biochemistry major who's shown leadership, initiative, and demonstrated strength in working with our BMB majors. We have 2 awardees for this year, and the first one is Elizabeth Troll.
Well, I am so excited and happy to be able to present the Leading Strand Award to Elizabeth. In addition to being a super engaged student who's always there with questions, Elizabeth has served the department in a pretty extensive way. She has TA'd for 3 different courses across multiple semesters. These courses were cell and molecular biology, real world biochemistry and molecular biology, and the general biochemistry lab. So very different courses with very different tasks for TAs to perform and complete. So Elizabeth was nominated by 3 different instructors for this award, and all of their nomination letters really spoke to the fact that she was willing to take on some of the most challenging aspects of being a TA, giving feedback to students, designing practice problems, running discussion sessions, to name just a few. And most importantly, being a listening ear at a time when people were really stressed out, students and instructors alike. So that is very much appreciated by everyone. In addition, Elizabeth had a lot of other things she was doing. She was working on her independent thesis project. She was volunteering at a hospice center. She was working as a CPA, and generally all around being a really awesome individual in the department. So, congratulations.
All right, and the other awardee is actually a team. This is our BMB instructional support team, the team 276, that really helped us survive the pandemic. And so I'm going to meet all 4 of them and then have all 4 of them come up at once. They are Kimberly Barker, Hannah Garth, Philip Butte, and Nora Haggerty.
So I consider these 4 students to be sort of the COVID resilience heroes. And I couldn't have gotten through the last 2 academic years without them. All of them were taking our introductory biochemistry lab in the spring of 2020, when in the middle of the semester, when we were just getting to the good part, we purified protein and we were gonna crystallize it. We had to all depart campus. Initially, we thought we were doing that for spring break, but then quickly realized, oh, we're going to have to dry lab the rest of the semester. It was really hard. It was traumatic for me. It was traumatic for the students, and these 4 students somehow came through that, having had their hands-on experience disrupted by COVID. They've all gone on to do wonderful research in labs on campus as the labs have opened up. And it was fall of 20, so that's immediately the semester after we all went home. We had decided that we were only going to teach our lab courses if we could do it in person. It was just too essential to be in person. And so we had to have fewer students. We had to spread apart in the laboratory spaces. We had to wear face masks and face shields and could hear each other. And it was really challenging. And all of these 4 came into the teaching lab space, having taken a course, half of it remotely. And they were undergrad TAs for us, and they were hired to help us with solutions. We were also undergoing some staff transitions. And I decided that I kind of wanted to switch up the lab because I just thought, well, why not? And so they were incredibly helpful to basically get us through. We had excellent, everything was ready to go for the students who took the classes, and they were incredibly supportive of the students who were taking these classes. And they're still in the lab space helping us out. And so again, we couldn't have done it without them. So thank you so much.
Well, Dr. Michelle Farkas is here now, so we're going to call Maya back up to the stage. I was promised that they would wait until at least after 2:30 to give out the little awards, but I guess I was wrong. Sorry, I was just teaching chemical biology, a class that Maya was surprisingly never took. But I saw a lot of people's names on this Excellence in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology award list that I do recognize. So congratulations to all of you who were in my class. But I'm here to speak about Maya. Maya has been amazing in basically every sense of the word since her freshman year when she joined my group. I think second semester, she was a computer science major at the time, not even biochemistry. And I said, ooh, I could use somebody with a computer science background because my lab, we study circadian rhythms. And some of the ways that we do that are by tracking detectable entities in cells. And so that requires quite a bit of analysis, and having the computer science background I thought would be very, very useful, and as it turns out it was. Maya started working in my lab full time that summer. She got an RU from the peer leaders program. Is that right? STEM ambassadors. I knew it was one place. Sorry. Maya is also a peer leader. So anyway, and she just started kicking butt in the lab from the very beginning. Not just doing things related to the computer and analysis, but also cell culture. Since then, she's branched out into doing molecular biology techniques, which was somehow, I guess, maybe gratuitously, knock on wood, maybe not, brought about by COVID, because everybody went home, and Maya said, "How can I keep doing research?" And so basically, she started working on completely different projects that were unrelated, related to the next generation of our reporters that we were making to be able to track these circadian rhythms. And also starting to think about CRISPR constructs and all kinds of other things. And so, now that Maya is back on campus doing her senior thesis, I feel like we have just so many projects that, Maya is going to be an important co-author on, and we just have to see which one of them gets finished first by the time she graduates.
But I also want to say that, Maya's kind of been a real leader in the lab, and I know that she's been a real leader outside of the lab as well. It's a residence life, as I mentioned, she's a peer mentor. She dealt with students on campus during the COVID pandemic and even off campus during the pandemic. But also just helping from graduate students to other undergraduates in the lab. And I don't want to go without saying this. So in Maya's sophomore year, she was already in my group, but she opted to take my section of Chem 261, which is the non-majors organic chemistry class. And Maya was the #1 student in the class of 306, I think. She got a perfect score on every single exam. And so this just really goes to speak about her overall all-around excellence. And I want to close with saying that I tried so hard, I think, in the 4 years that I've known Maya, to try to convince her to go into a career in research. And I haven't necessarily failed. It's still possible. But it sounds like she wants to do that for more the medical end of things. But I'm pretty darn sure that whatever she ends up doing and in whatever way she approaches it, she's going to be really successful and bring that excellence to it as well. So congratulations, Maya.
All right. So our next award is the Carol F. Ryan Award. This is named after a former member of the BMB advising staff, and it is for a biochemistry major who has significantly contributed to the department through their service to peer advising and departmental heads. And this year that award goes to honorable people. I'll be speaking on her behalf as the chief undergraduate advisor. So I've known Anna since her first year, but the first project we really worked on together her sophomore year was when I floated this crazy idea of organizing a joint conference with concurrent sessions for faculty and students from our various regional chapters of the American Society for Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. And she said yes. She and her roommate Saida. And I think none of us had any idea what we were really getting ourselves into, but we learned a lot about organizing logistics, scheduling, following up. And we pulled it off, and it was one of the last in-person things any of us did in the spring of 2020. Where Anna has really shown as an organizer, as a cheerleader and a motivator, and when everyone's world turned upside down because of the pandemic, she, in her roles as the president of the BMB Club, as a peer advisor, as a member of our committee on Department of Climate, she worked really hard to keep us having programs and having chances to meet together. The BMB Club continued to meet virtually throughout that period. They did activities in the kitchens, I think, and various speakers. We had this ground back session with our climate committee, which was really a chance for all of us in the department to just kind of see each other and have some time that we weren't working. We were, commiserating, talking about strategies. And I know Anna hasn't done all of these alone, but I really think none of them would have happened without her. She's also one of the students I love to go to for a sense of the student perspective, because she has a lot of empathy for her peers, but she also has a perspective that I find very valuable. And I know Anna probably wouldn't want to go into this, but she's had some terrible personal tragedies during her time here at UMass. And while she's taken the time for herself doing that, she's also been tireless at working to help others. Throughout this, through advising, through club activities, she's also maintained an excellent scholarship. She has a nearly complete thesis that I'm looking forward to reading, which is kind of unusual this early. And she just, for me, Anna personifies what is meant by resilience with grace. I'm very proud. It's good. It's so great so far. I'm very proud to work with her. Look forward to learning about her future adventures and accomplishments. And I think I speak for all of the BMB advising team when I say good luck this year.
ready for me. Now we're going to honor all of our senior peer advisors. So Anna, actually, you can't sit down. And Kara Levinson and Sri Robin here. Come on up. Hi, I'm Virginia, and I've been an academic advisor for the last 3 years for biochemistry, and I was barely holding it together before Amy's speech, so we'll see how this goes. Let's keep right here. I have the honor today to talk about our 3 peer advisors who are in the class of 2022. We have a lot of scientists in the room today, so a few of you might blanch at the term I'm going to use to describe our time with them. Lucky. Okay, luck you might think is just statistical probability. Maybe it's our optimism bias as we look back and think of all the great memories and experiences we have with these students. Some more of our data-driven colleagues might say that this is a major that always brings forward people who thrive under pressure, who seek to find answers at the most fundamental level, and who don't shy away from hard work or service to other people. But I would still have to say that there's been some element of luck in the fact that we've had a chance to work with Kira, Anna, and Sri, our 3 wonderful graduating peer advisors over these last several years. At the moment, I just don't have a better theory to explain why we were able to have Kira Levinson join us so early in her college career, bringing in all of her energy and warmth and excitement for our department. Kira has served this campus in so many ways, but we were uniquely fortunate to have her work with us during prospective student tours and new student orientations, because there's no better person for students to talk to get a sense of all the college life can offer them. Kira, you brought sunshine into every corner of this campus, and that light's going to keep shining even after you graduate. We were nothing but lucky to have Anna working to work as both the peer advisor and the president of the Biochemistry Club. During the COVID semesters, Anna kept the club running, and the phrase above and beyond doesn't begin to do justice to the energy that she put into making that happen. Anna, you did more than keep your campus club active. You gave students a way to connect with others when they felt lonely, and you provided a sense of normalcy in a semester, several semesters that were nothing like normal semesters. We appreciate everything that you've given to the department and the UMass campus. We also insist that sometime in the near future, you take 1 weekend off and do absolutely nothing. And I have to say that it was also our incredible fortune to have Sri Roderick decide to follow her passion for biochemistry, switching into the major and becoming a guidepost for so many students who want to pursue something they love, but need that example to gain the confidence to go for it. Shri's kindness shines through everything that she does, from peer advising to working with first-year residents to being a teaching assistant. Shri, you've inspired more students than you know, and it has been my special pleasure getting to work with you on your wonderful senior thesis this year. Just know that after you defend it and the paperwork is signed, you're going to get probably more text from me, not fewer. They'll just be about Marvel movies. So through this mini TED Talk, I hope I've convinced every single one of you that we are in fact a very lucky group of people to have worked with these 3 amazing students. There is just plainly no other word to describe it. So from the biochemistry department, thank you, Kira, Anna, and Sri, for everything that you've given for your time on campus, for choosing to spend it with us. So the next series of awards we're giving are given on behalf of the American Institute of Chemists that asks us to nominate an undergraduate, a graduate student, and a postdoctoral fellow who are showing great potential in leadership in research. And so I will be in front of them in the chart. So our undergraduate awardee this year is Oko Hall.
So I've been introduced to Oko during one of the undergraduate seminar I gave on campus. Oh, it was 2019. And he decided to join my team, but we were about to be remote anyways. So I gave him those very big review articles to keep him busy, you know, we're not going into that in the next year. But so when we would meet on Zoom to discuss those articles, Oko would have dissect them and had so many questions that after the meeting, I was going to swear. Even to the online lab meetings, Oko was always one of the students who would ask questions, think about it, the next experiment to be performed, and you know, have just the drive to talk about what we would do if we would come back in person. And finally, that day came. We were very excited to have Oko back in person. Some students had never seen him, seen him for the first time, so he looked much bigger than on the Zoom screen. In one semester, Oko was able to perform one of the most technically challenging experiments of the neuroscience field, which includes extracting a brain from a very tiny animal model of rodents, sectioning very delicately this brain section, carrying a lot of care this section under a microscope, and perform electrophysiological recordings of tiny neurons in this brain section. And he combined that with the optical activation of those neurons using the optogenetic approach. So this semester, Oko is even able to perform those experiments alone, of course, a little bit supervised by our postdoc in the lab. And he was so enthusiastic that sometimes the experiments started around noon and they are still being carried out at 7 o'clock in the evening, I was told. So Oko, I was not there. So I'm very honored to contribute to your training. I've been humbled to see you flourish in my lab during very difficult time for all, but of course for students of color. I have one word for you: persevere. You will be a role model for the students of the community, and I'm sure you will be an outstanding physician and medical doctor. Congratulations.
Right, and our awardee for graduate students for AIC is the student.
He's done, so I'm done.
You're done? It's my pleasure to congratulate Danny McSweeney here for this award. He's been in my laboratory from the very beginning, the creation of the lab. He joined my lab in the summer of 2019. He was brave enough to start his thesis research in a dog with a brand new lab. I have to say it's both a blessing and a curse. As you may know from Danny's character, Danny thrives on challenges and creating novel solutions to problems. From the time he joined, Danny has been a trainee in the Chisari 2 biotechnology program here on campus, supported by the NIH, and he has excelled in his research on developing a human pluripotent stem cell-based neuronal models for understanding synaptic disorders with his research. This body of work is actually him as a first author papers on the review at a journal. He'll also be joining the Neuro Innovation Lab at Eli Lilly Pharmaceuticals this summer as an intern in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and where he will be working on the delivery of molecules that can cross blood-brain barrier in the brain. Thank you, Danny, for being on my team and for your talent and for your valuable leadership to lab members, and also encouraging me, the PI, along the way, as well as helping me become a better mentor. It's been such a joy and honor working with you, and just like what my previous mentor told me, I want to tell you the same. You will kick butt and kick my butt as well in time. Congrats again on your amazing accomplishments.
Great, and our postdoctoral awardee is Dr. Tommy Tashkit.
So it is my complete joy to introduce Tommy to you all. She's a fantastic scholar, a wonderful lab member, and a terrific leader in our group and in the wider scientific community. I consider her a general great all-rounder. In science, she's tackled a question that was originally reserved something like 40 years ago, and no one has solved it, about how fundamental DNA replication works in simple systems such as bacteria, but extends throughout even mammalian systems. And this is a question that my lab has very little experience with, but we kind of stumbled across it. Tommy, her own background was all in DNA replication and damage. So when she wanted to join my lab, I said, oh yeah. She comes on board and has been tackling this question amazingly well over the last 3 years. With a little gap of COVID, that has slowed us down somewhat, but she has undauntedly tackled it even further and come across some fantastic things. I think we combine that love of basic research with the ability to interface with everybody in the lab extraordinarily well, leading them into both the scientific directions as well as helping them plot their careers. Tommy, while she was, or before she was at what I just did in Northeast, and also worked in microbiotics. It's a company in the Cambridge area that does a lot of antibiotics study. So she had this perspective that was able to apply to both people interested in industry as well as those interested in basic research, and she could tell them all the different strengths and weaknesses of all. So that was fantastic. And then finally, she's been a joy to have in the lab just as a colleague. I don't see any of my graduate students in the room, but it's nice to have an adult in the room. Not that very soon adults and get on a gym, so but to have somebody who has the breadth of experience with Tommy Lice, who's done everything from hardcore biochemistry, looking at application factors, to now in my lab doing proteomics, doing systems biology, and exploring new modes of microscopy to tell us more about what's happening with these machines and living cells has been true. I'm excited for her to get this award, and I'm even more excited to continue to see what she does.
Great. Our next award is from the American Chemical Society Connecticut Valley section. I confess I didn't realize that was what the CBS report the first time I saw it. And this society asks us to name one of our top graduating seniors every year. And this year that award goes to Bryson Burke.
So I've known Bryson for a little under a year, which is kind of crazy because it feels a lot longer than that. We first talked, I think in June of 2021. I don't know what year it is, 2021. And so he basically was interviewed to join our lab, which is actually not in BMB, BMB, we are BMB, which is biomedical engineering. And so our lab studies the cells in the brain, how they interact with the environment, and how we can sort of regenerate those cells after an injury. And when I talked to Bryson, it was very clear that he was very passionate, very interested. So I'm very glad that I had him join us, because ever since he's proven that he's very hardworking, very dedicated, and just a joy to be around. There's actually been times that I've had to tell him, no, you need to not do this, you need to go home because you need a little bit of a break. And he's also been a major contributor to our lab culture, which has just been really great. So there was more to say. I didn't plan any of this, so sorry. At the end of the summer, he came to me and said, I might do an honors thesis, I'm not really sure. But I pushed him into it, and I don't know if he's glad that I did, but I'm glad that I did, because it really showed me an entire new side to Bryson that I don't know if I would have seen otherwise. He really took control of the project. I gave him some freedom in what he was doing and who his co-advisor would be. He actually, on his own, found someone at Smith College who I didn't know was there, and it's a perfect fit for the project, and someone that we're actually going to continue to collaborate with after Bryson leaves. So it's been a great honor to work with Bryson and to see him develop into an amazing researcher over the past year. And I am very happy for you to get this award, happy for you to graduate, sad to go and realized that we can stay a little bit longer if you want. But congratulations.
Great. Our next award is the award for the American Society for Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. This is our professional society that most everyone in the department belongs to. And we honor the student with a year-long membership, so they can be a member in their senior year. And so this is for a student who showed great promise in research, and this year's awardee is Zoe Wetmore.
It's, you've heard this a lot, but we don't need, it really is a pleasure to be able to sit here and have this honor go to Zoe Wetmore and be able to celebrate her achievements and her ability, because I think, you know, I didn't prepare a lot of comments. I figured you've heard a lot of things, but I wanted to, first of all, I don't need a Kleenex because she's going to stay for another year. I don't need a Kleenex for sure. I also want to say that she's one of the students in this group that we're celebrating today who has navigated the challenges of COVID. In Zoe's case, she navigates things and you don't even notice because she is just so resourceful and capable that I have to remind myself what she just accomplished. I also want to use her as an example of somebody for whom research just comes naturally. She's working on a project that is a new one in our lab. We work on molecular chaperones and protein folding, and she expressed an interest in that when she asked to join the lab over a year ago. And I said, great, but we're getting into a new project where we're looking at how chaperones would modulate post-translational modification. And there are a lot of students that get turned on by the end goal. And then they learn that it's actually the journey that it's about. And Zoe is one of these people that every step on that journey to her is research. You don't have to convince her that there will be obstacles. She just takes an obstacle on as part of what she's doing, and she'll just make it into a research project. I find myself feeling bad, like, oh my gosh, she had this that she had to get over. And then I realized she's just doing it. And she is studying how something works, even when it seems like to someone it would be an obstacle. She will go far. She will get good results on her project. She's somebody that when you write letters for students and you say you know that they will succeed, I know she will. And actually, she's a little quiet. And then I heard her give her practice talk for the undergraduate research symposium that's next week. And I'm like, oh my God, it's perfect. And she didn't say the anywhere that all of us do. But it turns out she's actually also won poetry presentation awards. And she really is able to get her thoughts together and be someone who is articulate and engages her brain in a way that is really fabulous. So she's got research skill, she's got poise, she's got joy in what she's doing in the lab, and she's one of our stars, and I'm just really pleased.
All right, for our last award, you may have noticed there's a large number of names. We are not going to have to, sorry about that. But we are going to have, this is for our Excellence in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology Award. And we're going to have Dr. Scott Garman come up and read the names. And I believe we have badges and certificates for each one of you.
Thank you very much. For the parents in the room, I'm here to announce that the Biochem and Molecular Biology major is not an easy one. We can see that some of our majors go on and do excellent research in the biochemistry department, in the biology department, the chemistry department, in the biomedical engineering department. Our students are trained in quantitative skills and laboratory skills and computer skills and biological problems. And this combination of traits makes them very attractive on campus and off campus. So your investment parents will pay off. So our department attracts some of the best students on campus because we put together this training for these students. We're here to recognize some of our best biochemistry and molecular biology students. These students enrich our discipline and our department through excellence in the classroom, in the research lab, and beyond. And to recognize our top graduating seniors, we created this Excellence in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology Award. Criteria for the award include outstanding academic performance in BMB courses and in other courses. And winners are going to get a certificate. They're going to get a pin that they can put on their graduation regalia. And we're going to practice graduation by walk up the stairs and we'll see how this works. So our 2022 Excellence in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology Award is Gaia Arno.
Che cazzo.
Lynn Barcelos. Kimberly Barker. Hadley Beauregard. Durga Bowl. Thomas Holdup. Allison Brookhart. Bryson Burke. Ashley Caderet. Patrick Kahn. Marissa Coppola. Zachary Damaso. Christine Dauphiné. Raphael De Pillis. Melina Demopitu. Heidi Fails. Anna Garth. Nivedita Gopalakrishna. Anna Gorpik. Ethan Goulart. Alexander Hammond. Karen Harelli. Megan Peppermint. Maya Hedra. Yadvinder Kaur. B.B. Kim. Randy Lee. Janet Lee. Kira Levinson. Julia McLafferty. Omer Milstein. Anahita Nimbalkar. Hong Fan. Jan Papier. Srinidhi Raga. Joanna Samsel. Samantha Schultz. Megan Seppic. Aiden Smith. Paige Sun. Fabian Suripaye. Logan Swanson. Elizabeth Troll. And Sally Jen. Let's give a round of applause for our.
All right, thank you, everyone. That is the last of our prepared remarks. You see, we have lots of food. We want to hang around and opportunities for pictures as well. So let's give one last round of congratulations to all of our